Good morning and welcome back to another episode of Board Shorts with Kirby Smith. I'm Kirby Smith and I'm standing here with Mr. John Drewer, who is the City Administrator for the City of Tavares. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Great to see you, Commissioner.
Great to see you. And we happen to be here at a historic train station. As you know, we're celebrating America's 250th birthday, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to go around and get the history of all these different places around the county. And one of the places is right here in Downtown Tavares, and it's the old historic train station. Can you give me a little bit of history on this train station and what happened here?
It came out of the City Council's desire to bring back history to Tavares in a way that it would help the economy. Sort of an economic engine, no pun intended on the train, but that's what it was about. And this train station, which was built in 1888, was to serve the St. John's and Eustis Railroad line from Astor to Tavares. 100 years later, it burnt to the ground in 1988. And there it sat as a vacant piece of property. This city council, which you were a part of, decided that we needed to renovate the downtown economic base by bringing in things that attract people, and this was one of those things. So we rebuilt to the exact replica in 2013, the train station of over 100 years old. And since then, it's been host to so many things. We've had trains, we've had the Polar Express, we have the Chamber of Commerce here, we have a history museum here, and thousands of people come to Tavares when they visit and come through this train station to learn a little bit about Lake County and a little bit about Tavares.
You mentioned that the City of Tavares has a history museum located inside this historic train station.
Yes, they have a history museum that's open Thursday, Friday, Saturday for folks to come in and learn all about not just Lake County, but the City of Tavares.
So if somebody looking at this board chart says, man, you know what, this looks kind of cool. Can they go to your website and find out your hours of operation or what to do?
Yeah, they can go to the City of Tavares website, but what's probably the best experience is to come to the museum and have a conversation with Michael, our curator. He is highly knowledgeable on the history of not just railroads, but seaplanes and oranges and the whole Golden Triangle experience.
And Michael, you said something extremely important there. A lot of people don't realize this. They don't realize how Tavares got its America's Seaplane City name. Can you dive into that a little bit?
Sure. A lot of people don't realize that the first seaplane that flew into and out of Lake County was right here over Tavares and our lakes in 1914, 4 years after the seaplane was invented in France. Seaplanes have been coming and going here for over 100 years, and they're here today, and we celebrate that.
Well, John, it's been absolutely wonderful learning a little bit about this train station and a little bit about seaplanes, but there's something else that you mentioned at the very beginning, is that the City Council wanted to do economic development by building on its history. And that history is all around right here at Wooten Park. One of them is the Pavilion that was built. Can you explain a little bit about what's going on with the Pavilion?
Sure. One of the things that the City Council said is we don't want buildings that are empty, that you just walk around and look at and have no economic impact on the community today. So what they challenged staff and the city was to rebuild historical buildings with a modern day use. And so we did that with the Pavilion. The Pavilion, which was built in the 1920s and let go in the 1960s, was resurrected into the Pavilion on the lake to host community events, to host weddings, celebrations, marriages, and things of that nature. But it's a replica of that 1920 Pavilion. This beautiful building is a replica of a train station, but it has a modern day use and an economic impact as not only a history museum, but the Chamber of Commerce. Our Airport Terminal Building, the smallest one in the United States of America, is a replica of the Woodley House, but it's for a modern day use. That's to hop a seaplane and take a flight to anywhere in Florida or beyond.
John, I certainly appreciate all the information you've given us here. I know that there's a lot of history here in Tavares. Lake County truly is a historical place. It's a fun place to live, work, and play. As I always say, be good to your friends, be good to your neighbors. Most of all, just help out when you can. That's all we have for George Kirby Smith. See you next Wednesday.